All right, doing a sound check here. Charlie Cardinal girls here out at Wild Rose High School doing a sound check. Brandon Barron-Cott along with Braden Sutter. Sounds pretty clear to me right now. Good on your end. All right, sound complete. All right, welcome out here to Wild Rose High School here in Wild Rose, the site of tonight's conference game here, the CW South Conference. The Wild Rose here comes in here with an overall record 4-2, 1-1 in that conference. They are head coached by Coach Brooks here, longtime head coach for Wild Rose. Pacelli comes in here. They are 4-1 overall. 2-0 here in the conference. They had a impressive victory just the other night here. Tuesday night, they hosted the Hornets of Rosholt. Came out of there with a big win. They will be in action next Tuesday night, where they will host Iola Scandinavia, and then they will be at Almond Bancroft next Thursday in our Auto Select pregame show. Auto Select is Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. They have complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point and on Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you're good to go. So a conference tilt here tonight. Head coach Allison Smaglick, assisted by Coach Elliott Stiert and Sam Grivach. Again, they come in here tonight with an overall record 4-1, 2-0 in the conference. So, number of players on this Pacelli Cardinal team, certainly they are. Maddie Piana coming in here averaging 16.6 points per game. Jaden Stroik 15.2 points per game. And Haley Krzyzewski here 11.0 points per game for the Cardinals. Wild Rose, on the other hand, the Wildcats, they are led by their senior Callie Havlovitz. Kind of an all-around good player. The 1,000-point career scorer is Callie. 25 points per game, 9.2 rebounds per game, 5.2 assists per game. They also get Allison Henschel with 13.3 points per game, and Emeka Marquez comes in here averaging nearly 11 points a game here for the Wildcats here of Wild Rose. About a 40-minute jaunt or so from the Stevens Point area here. Of course, after tonight's game, Wild Rose, they will be back in action on Monday. They will be hosting Wapaka. And that'll be a non-conference tilt. And then they will be idle till after the holiday break. Pacelli, on the other hand, after 2 games next week, they will then play in I believe it's the 53rd annual Century Classic. And that'll be held at the infamous Quant Fieldhouse over at the UW-Stevens Point campus. So we'll get our national anthem. We'll get our starting lineups here. You've been listening to the Auto Select pregame show. Auto Select is Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services. They have locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point and on Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you're good to go. We'll get our national anthem here. We'll have our starting lineups, and we will be underway here in a few moments. Again, high school basketball here on Zaleski Sports. We'll stay right here for our national anthem. All right, we are back here out at the Wild Rose High School here in Wild Rose. The conference game here between the Wildcats here of Wild Rose and the Stevens Point Pacelli Cardinals. Lady Cardinals, as we mentioned, will get our starting lineups here. We'll get our starting lineups here for the Cardinals first. Katie Ilka, number 2, the senior Katie Ilka. Sophomore Maddie Pionic, number 5. Jaden Stroik, the sophomore, number 22. Senior Kaylin Yenter, number 24. And Ella Van Order, the junior, rounding out the starting lineup here. We'll get the starting lineup here for the Wildcats. Senior Callie Havlovitz. Callie Barr, junior, number 3. Emeka Marquez, the senior. Allison Henschel, the sophomore. And rounding out the starting lineups, Caitlin Harden-Little here. Caitlin, the senior. They are head coached by longtime coach Brett Brooks here, assisted from Steve Yeska, who I think may have been on the introductions here, did a nice job, certainly. We'll get our tip-off here. Again, we're sponsored, many of our game day sponsors. Home Furniture, fill your home with the best from Home Furniture, sofas, sectionals, beds, recliners, lighting, tables, rugs, and so much more. Home Furniture with locations on Grand Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids and on Post Road in Plover. So we will kick things off here. Brandon Berencott on the call. Braden Sutter doing the production here for tonight. Senior Kaylin Yenter will tip things off here for the Cardinals. So we got Zdroik, Yenter, Pionic, Ilka, and Van Order starting things off here. Pacelli will win the tip. Zdroik up top. Pass over to Pionic near side. She'll couple of dribbles baseline, takes it in and score it for Maddie Pionic. And we mentioned she averages nearly 17 points per game for the Cardinals. Corner pass into, it's down to Marquez. So Callie Barr will inbound it for the Wildcats. Over to Callie Havlovitz. Again, a lot of things run through Callie for this Wildcats team. 25 points a game, nearly 10 points per game. Kind of the do-everything senior. Nice pass in there to Emeka Marquez. So Barr will inbound it for the Wildcats. Just underway here out in Wild Rose. Pass over to Havlovitz. Havlovitz pass inside, tipped. And that will be Pacelli basketball. Pizarski Funeral Home. Pizarski Funeral Homes has been serving the Stevens Point and Plover area with the very best in funeral services. Place your trust in Pizarski Funeral Home, this 4th-generation local business with locations in Stevens Point and Plover. So Pionic nearly picked off, and that's stolen away by Havlovitz. Jump shot. No good. It'll go back to Pacelli. Just under 17 minutes here to go in this opening half. Pacelli with the early 2-0 lead. Pressure being applied by the Wildcats. It's Havlovitz and down low and score it for Van Order. So Van Order with 2 now. So quickly 4-0 our score. We're going to get a foul called. I believe they're going to get that on Katie Ilka, I believe. Our first here, team first for the Cardinals. Ilka on Havlovitz. Marquez here, along with Henschel. Taken out of there by Pionic. Pionic going up strong and score it for Maddie Pionic. He's up to 4 now. 6-0 is our score. Henschel across the timeline, bounce pass. Pulled out of there by Stroik, up to Pionic. Pionic, left hand, nice left hand there by Pionic. And we will get a timeout here. Pacelli with the early 8-0 lead. You're listening to and watching high school basketball tonight on Zaleski Sports. We'll be back here in a moment.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance and repairs, Stevens Point knows you can always put your trust in Auto Select. Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is often an inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Plover, Auto Select will have you back on the road in no time. Enjoy their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. Quality, dependable, automotive care experts you can trust in Stevens Point, Plover, and in Weston. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
All right, we are back again. Just under 16 minutes here to go in this opening half. Pacelli with the early 8-0 lead. Junior Calibar will inbound it for the Wildcats. Sophomore Ellison Henschel to bring it up here. Ellison averages nearly 13.5 points per game. Near side over to Marquez, over to Havlovitz. And that is pulled out of there by Jaden Zdroik. Or I beg your pardon, Yenter. Yenter back up over to Zdroik. Pionic gets it down to Van Order and score it for Ella Van Order. So Van Order with 4 points. Henschel being guarded up top over to Marquez. Pass in, nice pass to the cutting Havlovitz. And they'll say it stays here. And senior Milena Cashin checking in here for the Cardinals. So you've got Pionic, Zdroik, Cashin, Van Order, and Yenter on the floor. 3 ball for Kelly Havlovitz, and that was from way downtown. 10-3 our score. Pressure being applied here. Van Order out to Zdroik. Zdroik 3 ball on the way and count it. Jaden Zdroik for 3. Pass into Marquez. Marquez back over to Havlovitz. Surveying there, being guarded by Milena Cashin. Corner down low, nice pass into Marquez. And she's going to get fouled and count it. So Emma Marquez will go to the line. So they're going to get Van Order on that. Her first, team second here for the Cardinals. Marquez misses that one. Zdroik. Marquez nearly went over the top of her there. Cashin over to Pionic. Pionic swings it over to Zdroik. Yenter doing some work down low. Pretty nice work there. Shake and bake for Caitlin Yenter. Her first 2 points of the game here. 15-5 our score. 14 minutes here to go in the opening half. Havlovitz over to Marquez. Bounce pass down low. Down into Callie Barr. Pionic. Zdroik to reset it. Back over to Pionic near side here. Van Order calling for it down low. Back up to Zdroik. 3-ball on the way. This is short. Rebounded by Havlovitz. Havlovitz kicks out here. And Barr. And Zdroik on the steal. Zdroik going all the way and score it for Jaden Zdroik. So it is 17-5 here. Allison Henschel brings it up over to Marquez. Marquez skips it over to the senior captain, Havlovitz. Down into Marquez. Marquez at the back of the rim here, rebounded by Van Order. And Zdroik gets it across here, down into Van Order. Van Order looking, Yenter trying to. Pionic thought about it for a second. Zdroik 3-ball up and count it. Jaden Zdroik 4-3. Her second 3 here tonight, 8 points for Zdroik. Havlovitz far side, cut off by Yenter. Stays here. Looks like we will get a substitution for the Cardinals. That's Haley Zashevsky here, the sophomore. She averages nearly just over 11 points per contest for the Cardinals. Just the sophomore. Up to Marquez. Marquez, pretty nice move down low, not able to get that to go. She'll get her own rebound. And that'll be picked off by Haley there, up to Pionic. Nice cross-court pass there. Unable to finish, but a nice pass to Yenter. Havlovitz to bring it up here for the Wildcats. Havlovitz trying to make something work here. A nice pass down low. That's Henschel. Back over to Harley Little. Harley Little picked off by Pionic. Pionic going to go the length of the floor, in and out. Rebounded by Zdroik. Count it. And that's Jaden Zdroik. She has 10 points now for the Cardinals. 22-5 is our score. 11:32 to go in this opening half. And it'll stay here. Culligan Water. Culligan Water specializes in all of your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. So Celia Christensen to inbound it here for the Wildcats. Wanted to go to Havlovitz. They'll say it stays here. So Christensen up top to Havlovitz, guarded there by Katie Ilka. Over to Marquez, 3-ball, and count it for Emeka Marquez. 3, she's up to 5 points now for the Wildcats. Zdroik over to Pionic. Pionic stays with it, nearly taken away from Havlovitz. Zdroik 3-ball on the way, and count it! Jaden Zdroik for 3, her third 3-point field goal here for the Cardinals. 25-8 our score. Over to Marquez. Marquez jump shot about 12-footer there, rebounded by Sasefsky. Long pass up to Van Order. Van Order left hand, count it. And that's Ella Van Order up to 6 points. We will take a brief commercial pause. Pacelli out front 27-8 here. 10:40 here to go in the opening half. You're listening to and watching high school basketball on Zaleski Sports. Back in a moment.
Nestled in the Wildwood Park and Zoo, the Marshfield Rotary Club Winter Wonderland has dazzled families with over 1 million lights displayed. Admission is free. Cash donations and non-perishable food items encouraged. The Winter Wonderland is open November 29th through December 31st.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at madeacustom.com.
All right, we are back out here. Wild Rose here. Pacelli Cardinals out front 27-8. 10:40 remains in this opening half here. One of our many game day sponsors today, that's Ridgetop Exteriors. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, siding, windows, and doors. Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com. So, Coach Brooks, the timeout called here for the Wildcats. And that is Christian Cindy inbounded here to Henschel. Over to Marquez, back over to Henschel. That is stolen out of there from Zdroik. Nice pass up to the cutting Maddie Pionik. And some good teamwork there. Maddie Pionik now up to 8 points. Extending the lead, biggest lead now of the game, 29-8, a 21-point advantage here. And picked off by Zdroik. Zdroik out ahead to Pionik, and Pionik up to 10 points now. Havlovitz going the length of the floor, teardrop, not able to get that to fall. Rebounded by Haley Saseshki. Zdroik down into Haley there. Jump shot. Unable to connect here, so Wild Rose out front. Pass down though. And it'll stay right here. Singden Carpet One on Post Road and Plover is here to floor you with the best in all of your carpeting and flooring needs. Whether for your home or business, you'll find help with choosing the right look and material to bring your flooring to the next level. So Christian Cindy inbounded here for the Wildcats over to Henschel. Henschel down low. And I think we're going to get a travel, and we will. So turned over by the Wild Rose Wildcats. 9:35 remaining here in this opening half. Brought to you in part from our friends from the Hoff Favor Realty Group. Bringing you this one here on Zaleski Sports. Zdroik over to senior Katie Ilka, down into Van Order. Van Order doing some work down low. And they are going to call Van Order the foul. I believe that is her second, team third foul now for Pacelli. They've got Cashin, Zdroik, Samantha Sankey checking in, Van Order and Sashevsky for the Cardinals. Looks like Yenter will check in here momentarily. Havlovitz. Foul will be called here. I think they're going to get Cashin on that one. Van Order checks out here. So you've got Cashin, Zdroik, Sankey, Sashevsky, and Yenter on the floor now for Pacelli. Down into Marquez. Marquez bounces it over to Havlovitz. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebounded by Yenter. Up out to Jaden Zdroik. Long pass to Cashin. And some good defense there by Havlovitz with the steal. Havlovitz will take the jump shot and score it. And that's Callie Havlovitz now up to 5 points here for the Wildcats. As we mentioned in our Auto Select pregame show, just a fabulous all-around player is Callie Havlovitz, the senior. Sankey down into Sashevsky. Gets it down into Yenter. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebounded by Marquez. Out front to Henschel. Jumper. And score it. That is Caitlin Harley Little, her first 2 points of the game here. 31-12 our score, just under 8 minutes here to go in half number one. Zdroik over to Sankey, cross court to Cashin. We're going to get a timeout called here. We'll take a brief commercial pause. Listening to high school girls basketball tonight on Zaleski Sports. Brought to you from our friends from Hoff Favor Realty. Back here in a moment.
Selling your car to Dahl Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Dahl Auto. Simple.
All right, we are back here. Brief commercial pause. Braden giving me the infamous thumbs up here. One of our many game day sponsors at Dahl Automotive. The Dahl family of vehicles has been earning 5-star reviews since 1911. Now we'd like to earn your 5-star review at their new Dahl Honda and Dahl Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealerships in Stevens Point. Learn more online at dahlauto.com. So Pionic will inbound it here for the Cardinals. Pionic, Stroik, Sasevsky, Cashin, and Yenter on the floor for the Cardinals. Pass over to Zdroik. Thought about it for a moment there. Over to Cashin. Cashin, 3-ball in and out. Rebounded. That was Havlovitz that came out of there with it. Over to Marquez. Back to Havlovitz. Henschel bounces it in there to Marquez. Marquez up with it. No good. Rebounded by Sashevsky. Out ahead to Yenter. Unable to finish on that one, but Pionic there. She'll draw the foul. That'll be the first here on, I think that's on Havlovitz, her first. Team foul number 1. Pionic going to the Serb Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. First attempt is good. Second one here at the Serb Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line for Pionic. And that is good. So 2 of 2 at the Serb Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. You can call Jamie Wenzel at Serb Pro, the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Turnaround jumper, Havlovitz, no good. Rebounded by Yenter. Yenter out ahead up to Zdroik. Zdroik surveying the floor, bounce pass into Pionic. Pionic stays with it. Back out to Yenter, up with it. Zdroik the rebound. And poked out of there by Henschel. But quickly taken back by Pionic over to Yenter. Nice pass into Zdroik. Great team basketball there, Jaden Zdroik. 35-12 our score, 6:27 here to go in this opening half of play. The ball up with it, rebounded, left-hand layup, no good. Sashevsky the rebound, out to Zdroik, up to Pionic. Nearly poked out of there, and they'll say it goes off Pacelli, so it'll be Wild Rose basketball. Visit Marshfield to see the largest holiday lights display in central Wisconsin, featuring over 2 million lights at Wildwood Park. Open nightly now through New Year's Eve. For more information, go to visitmarshfield.com. So Marquez down into Henschel, trying to get it down low, back to Marquez. Havlovitz out with it, far side. And we're going to get a 3-second against Wildcats here. Cheese Pleasers in Bancroft is a local hidden gem filled with all the finest cheeses, snack sticks, cheese curds, and cheese trays. For Wisconsin's finest cheese, stop at Cheese Pleasers right off I-39 in Bancroft. Cross-court pass to Pionic, in and out, rebounded by Havlovitz. Havlovitz looking to maybe go the whole length of the floor. She does. She's going to get fouled. I think they're going to get Ilka. And that will be her second team foul. That'll be team foul number 5. Havlovitz to the line here. The Serb Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. She'll shoot a pair here. And Havlovitz able to connect on her first attempt. Her second attempt here at the Serb Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. is up and is good. You can call Serve Pro with Jamie Wenzel, your number one choice, and cleanup and restoration. So Havlovitz, 2 of 2 on that sequence. 35-14 is our score. Zdroik over to Ilka. Ilka back up to Zdroik. Being defended by Celia Christensen. Pionic, count it for Maddie Pionic, the 3 ball. Havlovitz, nice move inside, takes it in. She's going to draw the foul. She'll go to the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line, where you can call Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel for the number one choice, and cleanup and restoration Serve Pro like it never happened. So Havlovitz to the line here. Foul goes on Yenter, her first. Team foul number 6. Havlovitz up and good. So 3 for 3 from the line for the senior Callie Havlovitz. She has 8 points here in this one. She'll get a second here. Havlovitz, nothing but net there, so perfect 4 of 4 for the senior Callie Havlovitz. Pionic takes it down, and that's going to be picked out of there by Christensen up to Havlovitz. Pass inside. Picked out of there by Zdroik. Out ahead to Pionic, and count it for Maddie Pionic running the floor there. Starting to run out of ink, at least in this portion of the ledger here. So 3-16 our score. Picked out of there by Ella Van Order, the junior. Van Order going the length of the floor and score it for Ella Van Order. 8 points for Ella. Havlovitz. Nice pass inside there. That was Harper Shipley, number 5. Harper, the freshman. And we'll get a foul here, and Elena Cashin to check in here for Katie Ilka. Fouls on number 23. That's Celia Christensen. That is her first, team foul number 2. Christensen over to Marquez. Beg your pardon, Havlovitz over to Henschel. This is long in that one. Zdroik, nice pass down low, and count it for Ella Van Order. And a nice pass there, nice distribution from the sophomore Jaden Zdroik. So Van Order will go to the infamous Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. You can call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the number one choice, and cleanup and restoration Serve Pro like it never happened. So Van Order looking to complete the 3-point play here for the Cardinals. And leaves that one a little long. So it'll stay Pacelli basketball. 3:29 here to go in this one. Pacelli out front, their biggest lead thus far, 44-16. Pionic, 3 ball. Maddie Pionic for 3. Henschel over to Calibar, over to Havlovitz. Long 3, nearly connected on that one. That was nearly the half-court line. She is a nifty player, folks. So Henschel will bring it up, pass inside down low to Marquez, and score it for Emeka Marquez. Emeka with 7 points now for the Wildcats. Pionic cross court over to Cashin, back over to Zdroik. Thought about it for a moment. Van Order Free ball in and out. Rebounded. Nice strong rebound there by senior Kaylin Yenter. And count it for the senior Kaylin Yenter. And she'll also go here to the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. You can call Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro, #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. So beg your pardon, Yenter. Misses. Taken out of there by Callie Havlovitz. Guarded by Cashin, down into Marquez. Spin move. And they're going to get, I think they're going to get Yenter on that one. And they will. So that will be her second. Team foul number 7. Marquez here at the line. And she will connect on her first. So she's 1 for 2 here tonight from the charity stripe. 8 points for Emeka Marquez. Second free throw is up, and it is good. So Marquez, 2 of 2 on that sequence. Our score reads 49-20, Pacelli out front. Stroik down into Siszewski. Nice pass down low into Van Order. Van Order turnaround jumper. Got it. So Ella Van Order doing some pretty nice work down there. Good team basketball. Havlovitz out to Marquez. Marquez stolen there from Jaden Stroik. Up to Pionic. Pionic near side here. Long swing pass over to Cashin. Turned over here. Little Scholars Childcare. Little Scholars and Little Scholars Beginnings are 2 beautiful childcare and preschools in Stevens Point, offering early childhood learning for infants through 4K. You'll find great facilities and a comfortable environment to help your child grow. Visit littlescholars.com. So Barr turned over here. One of our many game day sponsors here as well. That's Express Employment. Express Employment Professionals has relationships with all the local businesses and job openings. Call or stop in at Express Employment to find the right career path for you. So Harper Shipley will check in for Callie Havlovitz. Callie with 9 points here by my math. Stroik into Haley. Nice pass down low to the cutting Ella Van Order, and score another one there for Van Order, the junior. 53-20 our score. Cross court over to Caitlin Harley Little. Back into Emeka Marquez. 3-ball corner. Leaves it a little long. Rebounded by Cashin. So we're under a minute here in this opening half. Pionic down into Haley Siszewski. Nice move down low. Not able to convert. Good take there. And count it for Maddie Pionic. And tap there by Pionic to steal out front to Stroik. And score it for Jaden Stroik. And another turnover there. Cashin comes out of there. Bounce pass into Stroik. Nice move there by Haley Siszewski, and count it for Haley. And at the horn, that'll be first half in the books here. Pacelli with the commanding 59-20 lead here. We'll take a brief bit of commercial pause. We'll have a few words from our sponsors, maybe a little bit of a recap. You've been listening to and watching high school girls basketball tonight on Zaleski Sports. Certainly brought to you from our friends from Hoff Favor Realty. We will be back here momentarily on Zaleski Sports.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
If you're looking for delicious, you've found it at Rock and Roll Cafe in Stevens Point. This family-oriented 50s themed cafe is open 7 to 3 daily with a great diverse menu of American and Mexican breakfast and lunch options. Enjoy dine-in or carry-out 7 days a week and always served quickly, fresh, with a smile. For the full menu and more about this local Stevens Point gem on Stanley Street, visit rockandroll.cafe.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Pacelli Funeral Homes has been serving the Stevens Point and Plover area with the very best in funeral services. Today, as a 4th-generation local business, Pacelli Funeral Homes takes pride in helping members of our community when they need it most. The loss of a loved one carries so many challenges and often comes with so many questions. Find answers, professional services, and all the compassion and support you'd expect at Pacelli Funeral Homes, with locations in Stevens Point and Plover, and online at PacelliFuneralHome.com.
All right, we are back here. One of our many game day sponsors tonight. We'll get our halftime. We'll walk through a little bit of stats here. Skees Meat Market. Skees Meat Market is your locally owned premier meat market filled with more than 30 flavors of brats along with chicken, steak, beef, deli meats, local and seasonal favorites, and so much more. It's all at Skees Meat Market. It's on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. So scoring here for the first half, we'll start with the Wildcats here of Wild Rose. They are led in scoring, co-leaders, I should say, and that's Callie Havlovitz and Emeka Marquez, both with 9 points here tonight. Caitlin Harley Little with 2 points. So Wild Rose with 20 points here in this opening half of play. On the other side of the ledger here, Pacelli is led here in scoring here in this first half by Maddie Pionic with 22 first half points. Jaden Stroik with 17 first half points. Ella Van Order, the junior, with 14 first half points. Senior Kaylin Yenter with 4 first half points. And the sophomore Haley Sashevsky here with 2 first half points. Pacelli with 59 points here in this opening half. Pacelli is 2 for 4 on their free throws here tonight for 50%. Wild Rose, on the other hand, is 6 of 7 at the charity stripe here. Again, 59-20 our score. It's been kind of a nice concerted effort from a number of different players here on this Pacelli Cardinals team. I know we've talked, as we did in our Auto Select pregame show, they are led by both Pionic and Zdroik, who average 16.6 and 15.2 points per game respectively. So, but you certainly have another cog of really solid play here from this Cardinal teams. Again, as we mentioned in our Auto Select pregame show, they had a very large victory on Tuesday night where they hosted Rochelt. They will be back in action, as we mentioned, next week, Tuesday. Second half will be coming up here. We'll take a brief commercial pause. We'll bring it back here momentarily. You're listening to and watching high school basketball tonight on Zaleski Sports. Back in a moment.
Bauer & Fine has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Hi, I'm Shai from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
You may not know where you stand with that neighbor you wave at but never talk to. But you always know where you stand with the Sport Clips app haircut tracker that tracks your real-time wait time. It's a game changer.
Nestled in the Wildwood Park and Zoo, the Marshfield Rotary Club Winter Wonderland has dazzled families with over 1 million lights displayed. Admission is free. Cash donations and non-perishable food items encouraged. The Winter Wonderland is open November 29th through December 31st.
All right, we are back out here, Wild Rose. We are at halftime again here, just a few minutes remaining here in this halftime. We'll have our second half here momentarily, as we mentioned in our Stevens Point Auto Select pregame show. Just a little bit of a recap here as far as the upcoming schedule for both squads. Wild Rose, again, will be in action again here on Monday night. They will be hosting WIAA, and then after that, they will have a little bit of a reprieve for the holiday break, and then they will be back in action then shortly after the first of the year. Pacelli, on the other hand, they will be back home next Tuesday night out at the Student Activity Center over at Stevens Point Pacelli, where they will host Iola Scandinavia. That's a 7 o'clock tip-off. And then Thursday night, Pacelli will be at Almond Bancroft. Big conference showdown over in Almond on Thursday. And then, of course, following week, over the holiday break, the infamous Century Classic, which I believe is either in its 53rd or 54th year of running. That's certainly a great holiday tournament. Hope lots of people can make it out to that, no doubt. It's certainly well run over at the UW Stevens Point Quant Fieldhouse. Hopefully we'll get a nice crowd there. That's 3 days of holiday basketball over in Stevens Point. Again, the Century Classic. But a lot of basketball tonight yet to be played here. Second half, again, as we mentioned. Quick recap of scoring here. Pionik with 22, Zroik with 17, Van Order with 14, Yenter with 4, and Sashevsky with 2. Wild Rose, Havlovitz, and Marquez both with 9 apiece, and Caitlin Harley-Little with 2 points. We'll take a brief commercial pause. You're listening to and watching high school basketball on Zaleski Sports. Back in a moment.
Shuda Funeral Home in Stevens Point and Plover is your local, family-owned and operated funeral home, providing families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable services when you need it most. The loss of a loved one is a difficult fact of life that Shuda Funeral Home will ensure you won't have to face alone. Shuda Funeral Home will guide you through the process from in-person visitations to creating obituaries and tributes. Pre-planning can also be a great way to ease these topics for your family. Learn more at shudafuneral.com or bring your questions and stop in.
It just makes sense. Mittens carries higher quality furniture from all of your favorite brands because we want you to be proud of your space.
It just makes sense. Mittens carries all of your favorite appliance brands so we can save you money on the products you trust.
It just makes sense that Mittens services what we sell because we want your home to be comfortable and run smoothly.
It just makes sense. Central Wisconsin has shopped at Mittens since 1938 because we have it all.
All right, we are back out here. Wild Rose will start the second half off here. Possession, that's Callie Barta inbounded here for Wild Rose. Havlovitz on the floor as well. Marquez. Allison Henschel and Second half underway here. Down into Marquez. Marquez in the near side corner. Overhead pass that's picked off by Yenter. Yenter with a nice defense there for the Cardinals. Stroik bounces down into Ilka, the senior. Bounce pass into Van Order at the free throw line. We're going to get a foul, I think. Let's see who they get that on. And that'll be on Ella Van Order here, her third. Team foul number 1 here in this second half of play. Just underway here in half number 2. Havlovitz bringing it up here for the Wildcats over to Calibar. 3 ball in and out. Barr stays with it. Gets it out. In and out, rebounded by Haley Sishesky here. Stroik across the half-court line here. Over to Pionik. Pionik back over to Zdroik. Pionik into Ilka down low. Nice pass, good basketball, good movement down there. And Kaylin Yenter scores that one. So Yenter with 6 here in this one. Marquez back over to Henschel. Swings it over to Barr. Far side up to Barr. Back over to Marquez. 3 ball. Corner, no good. Rebounded. Nice rebounded. Henschel and Zdroik. Bring it up here for the Cardinals. Over to Pionik. Pionik into Zdroik. Ilka down into Haley. Nice pass down low, and they're going to get Havlovitz on that one. Kaylin Yenter will go to the free throw line. In fact, the Serpro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serpro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. So Yenter will get a pair here. Havlovitz with her second. Yenter bounces that one in. And unable to convert on that one. Havlovitz going, blocked out of there by Pionik, but Barr stays with it, and it's back to Wild Rose here. Havlovitz surveying from the far side corner there. He tries to get the bounce pass in there to Marquez, but that's taken out of there by Yenter. Up to Pionik. Over to Ilka. Pionik up top. Couple dribbles into Zdroik. And that will be a turnover by Pacelli here. Today's game is brought to you by Blinds and Designs by Kelly, Premier Auto Body, Dahl Automotive, Stevens Point Brewery, Lee Ayers Jewelers, Point Heating and Cooling, and Portesi Pizza. So Henschel over the timeline here down into, it's going to be rebounded by Marquez, and we're going to get a foul here on the floor. Let's see who that's on. We'll get Yenter on that one. That'll be her third. Marquez now at the line. Unable to connect on that. And she'll get a second. Havlovitz going here. Havlovitz. And some nice defense there by Zdroik. Jaden playing really good defense, in fact. Samantha Sankey checks in here for Kaylin Yenter. Calibar will inbound it for the Wildcats. Gets it up top to Havlovitz. Being defended there by Cashin. and they're going to get Cashin on that one, I think. So that'll send Callie Havlovitz to the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Cashin's second foul here. Havlovitz in and out on that one. She's 4 for 5 here from the free throw line here thus far is Callie Havlovitz. And not able to connect on that one, so it is pulled out of there by Zdroik. Just under 15 minutes here in the second half of play. Pionik, far side, swing pass over to Pionik, over to Zdroik. 3-ball, in and out, rebounded by Sashevsky. Nice work down low by Haley Sashevsky there. Havlovitz with Cashin on her. Turnaround jumper, score it for Callie Havlovitz. Over to Cashin, Cashin to Sankey, over to Zdroik. Our side to Pionik. Pionik back over to Sankey. Swing pass to Cashin. Sankey brings it down and be turned over here, so we'll get the foul, and I think they're going to get Sankey on that one, I believe. Nicolay Bank. Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best. Locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill, or learn more at nicolaybank.com. So Havlovitz into Henschel. Guarded there by Pionik. Corner bounce pass into Henschel. Back over. Unable to convert on that one. And Havlovitz will come out of there with it. Back over to Marquez. I think they're going to get a travel, and they will. And they turn over here. Mutual of Wausau. Mutual of Wausau Insurance is protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. 64-23 our score, 13:42 here to go in this one. This CWC South Conference game. Cashin 3-ball and is going to miss. Pionik battling for that one, but it will be Wild Rose basketball. Stevens Point Orthopedics, proud to welcome orthopedic spine surgeon Dr. Jason Pataki. Dr. Pataki is ready to serve the Central Wisconsin community and is now seeing patients. More information regarding spine and back services available at stevenspointortho.com. So Havlovitz, one person to beat here, and going hard to the hole is Havlovitz. She'll go to the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. You can call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Foul is on Jaden Zdroik. That will be her first. Team foul number 5 here. Havlovitz first is up, and it is good. Five of 7 here for Callie Havlovitz at the line. Second is up and in and out, rattled out, rebounded by Zdroik. Zdroik over to Sankey. And Marquez with some good defense there, coming out of there with it as Emeka Marquez. And I think we're going to get a jump ball, and we will. So it'll be Pacelli basketball. The Rock and Roll Cafe. Find a great variety of breakfast options at the Rock and Roll Cafe. Breakfast, lunch, Friday fish fry, and service with a smile. Open daily for breakfast and lunch only on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. So Pionik, Zdroik over to Cashin. Cashin behind the three-point arc there. In and out. And Henschel comes away with it for the Wildcats. That is Allison Henschel. Henschel 4-3, kiss off the glass. That is Allison Henschel, score it. Her first 3 of the game here for Wildcats. Zdroik over to Pionik, back over to Zdroik. Van Order guarded there by Henschel. Droik down low onto Pionic. And they're going to get Pionic there on that one. Some pretty good defense by junior Calibar. Senior Katie Ilka will check in here for senior Melina Cashin. So the senior to senior substitution here for the Cardinals. Scoreboard 64-27 currently. Into Marquez. Jump shot no good. Rebounded and score it for Caitlin Harley Little. And we'll get a timeout here. We'll take a brief commercial pause. You're listening to and watching high school basketball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
All right, we are back out here, Wild Rose, Wisconsin. Just about a 40-minute jaunt here from Stevens Point. Pacelli Cardinals, a CWC South Conference matchup here tonight. Pacelli with a fairly commanding lead here, 64-29, 11:53 to go in this one. Ilka's Droik, Van Order, Zashevsky, and Pionic on the floor here for Pacelli's Droik to bring it up here for Pacelli. Down into Haley Zashevsky. And that's going to be taken out of there by Callie Havlovitz. Havlovitz, nice move there by Havlovitz, unable to convert on that. Rebounded by Zdroik. Out front to Pionic. Back over to Zdroik. Nice take there by Zdroik. Strong rebounded by Callie Havlovitz. Not only does she lead this team in scoring at nearly 26 points, but she also, and she'll score it there. So Callie Havlovitz going there. She averages nearly 10 rebounds a game as well for the Wildcats. Ilka down into the, where the Van Order rattles in and out. Rebound by Havlovitz, and I think we're going to get a foul. Let's see it. I believe they're going to get Haley on that one. And that'll be her first foul here tonight. Team foul number 6. Under 11 minutes here to go in this contest. Havlovitz running the floor over to Henschel. Henschel over to Barr. Barr down low to Marquez. Marquez turnaround jumper in and out, rebounded by Zashevsky. Strike over to Ilka. Pionic guarded pretty heavily there by Emeka Marquez. Nice take there by Haley, and she's going to go to the ServPro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. You can call Jamie Wenzel at ServPro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. So Zashevsky here converts on the first. That foul, by the way, was on Caitlin Harley Little. Couple of fouls on her. And converts on both there. Henschel on the point here for the Wildcats. Far side, Havlovitz. trying to get it in there to Marquez, turned over here. Feltz Dairy, the culture of Wisconsin is forever tied to life on the farm. Bring the family for a visit to Feltz's Dairy Store in Stevens Point. Cheeses, dairy products, local meats, seasonal decor, and so much more. That's Feltz's Dairy Store, food, family, and fun. Nice pass into Van Order down low to Sishevsky. Score it for Haley Sishevsky. So rare turnover there for Pacelli. Havlovitz trying to get it down into Marquez. Stolen out of there by Pacelli over to Pionic. Pionic runs baseline. A little up and under. I think we're going to get a foul, and she's going to go to the Serb Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line as Maddie Pionic. That's going to be foul on Caitlin Harley-Little, her third. And Pionic is good. Pionic's second is good. So Pionic converts on 2 of 2 in that sequence. Extending the lead now, 70-31. Stroik with the steal there. Marquez trying to get it back. Stroik will reset it over to Pionic, back over to Stroik. Ilka or to Pionic, over to Zdroik. Pacelli in all likelihood trying to burn a little bit of clock. They're going to get a travel, I believe, on Kaylin Yenter. Lena Cashin will check back in here for Katie Ilka. 8:46 remaining in this one. So Cashin on Havlovitz. That's over to Calibar, back over to Henschel, down into Marquez. Nice move down low. And fighting for it is Havlovitz. Zdroik coming out of there with it. And I think they're going to get Sashevsky on that one. That'll be her second. Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. The Sherrill Tire and Auto Service Winter Wonders Coloring Contest is how kids 10 and under could win up to $500 for your school and a gift card for you. Get the details and submit your entry to SherrillTireColoringContest.com. So Barr will inbound it here for the Wildcats. Back over to Henschel. 8:15 and counting here. Marquez being guarded there and thrown away, and that's Pionic going the length of the floor on that one. That's Maddie Pionic, scored for Pionic. We'll get a timeout here. We'll take a brief commercial pause. You're listening to and watching high school girls basketball tonight on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
So after a couple years of this, it's time for more money, better opportunities. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Is style your thing? Scene change, great outdoors. Or maybe it's an experimental thing. Or getting everyone on the right path. And no matter yours, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, helping you get the career you'll love.
In every department at Dahl Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double-checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dahl Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dahl Auto, simple.
All right, we are back. One of our many game day sponsors tonight, Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. Also brought to you tonight in part by Fleet Farm. Fleet Farm's layaway program is here to help you make this year's holiday shopping easier than ever. Learn more at Fleet Farm's layaway program. Visit any store or head to fleetfarm.com. 7:54 remaining in this one. The Cardinals, you've got Zdroik, Pianik, Sishevsky, Cashin, and Yenter on the floor. And good defense there by Haley. Pulled out of there up to Zdroik. Over to Pianik. And wide open down low. And will stay right here for Pacelli. Back over to Pianik. Bounces it into Yenter down low. Jump shot. Cashin working hard down low. And we're going to get a jump ball. I believe it will go back to Wild Rose. Dahl Automotive in Stevens Point has over 1,300 vehicles, but they want more. So they'll offer an extra $500 over book value for your trade-in vehicle. Shop dahlauto.com for the best selection in the area, or stop in to see them at Dahl Honda just off Stanley Street, or at Dahl Chrysler on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. A 72-33 our score, 6:40 to go on this one. Pats down low into senior Kalen Yenter. Nice pass. Yenter score it. Pass across court there to Harley Little. Out up to Yenter. Bounce pass into Zdroik. She'll get it down low, down into Yenter. Score it for senior Kalen Yenter. She's up to 11 points here tonight by my math. Havlovitz takes it baseline, and they're going to say she stepped out, so it'll be Pacelli basketball. Just under 6 minutes here to go in this one. Look at a host of substitution here for the Wildcats. Coach Brooks for Pacelli, you've got Zdroik, Pianik, Yenter, Sishevsky, and Lexi Koenig. Wild Rose. That's Henschel down into Havlovitz. Turnaround, unable to convert on that one. Good strong rebound there by Haley Sishevsky. Zdroik down into Koenig's there. Good take. And it will go back to Wild Rose here. Man order checking in here for the Cardinals. Made a Custom Apparel specializes in providing quality decorated apparel, including from corporate casual team uniforms and promotional items to sporting goods and awards. Find just what you need to keep you looking great. Learn more at madeacustom.com. So Henschel near side over back to Marquez, down into Christensen. And Zdroik, another steal for the sophomore Jaden Zdroik. 4:30 and counting in this one. Pacelli with a comfortable lead. Bounce pass from Van Order down to Yenter. And a good find, and Kalen Yenter will score it for Pacelli. And a nice pass there by Van Order. Havlovitz dribbles it off and out of bounds. Turnover for the Wildcats. 4:09 here to go in this one. Clock, I believe, will run here. Just under 4 minutes to go in this one. Pass into Koenigs. Taken out of there by Havlovitz. Havlovitz with one person to beat, and that's Pianik on the defense. Pretty nice take. Pretty good defense by Pianik as well. And we're going to get... they're going to enter on the travel, so it will stay Wild Rose basketball. 3:30 and counting here. Havlovitz will inbound it for the Wildcats. That's up to Henschel. Crossover to Celia Christensen. And turned over on Wild Rose here. Shuda Funeral Home. Shuda Funeral Services in Stevens Point and Plover is here to help you with all of your funeral needs with 2 convenient locations and a personal local touch. Let their experienced staff serve your family. Learn more at ShudaFuneralHome.com. That's ShudaFuneral.com. And we're going to get an offensive foul here. Let's see who that is on. They're going to get Yenter on that one. That'll be her 4th foul here, 4th personal foul, that is. Couple of substitutions here for Wild Rose. That's Callie Barr as well as Caitlin Harley Little checking in for the Wildcats. Sophomore Alexi Koenigs here guarding Callie Havlovitz. Over to Henschel. Henschel 3-ball. Misses short nearly. And that'll go back to Pacelli. Immediately following tonight's game, we'll have our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Hopefully get a few words with Coach Allison Smaglick and a player of the game. Down into Koenig's, nice pass down low. That's going to be pulled out of their jump ball. It'll stay Pacelli basketball. So Yenter will inbound it here for the Cardinals. Clock running here with the point differential. Pacelli, Hood looking to kind of run that clock down. Certainly the no shot clock in high school, either boys or girls. I'm certain, though, you get a good shot, you may certainly try to. And we'll get a timeout called here. Chances are we'll get a few substitutions here for the Cardinals. We'll take a brief commercial pause. You are listening to I'm watching high school girls basketball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
So after a couple years of this, it's time for more money, better opportunities. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Is style your thing? Scene change, great outdoors. Or maybe it's an experimental thing. Or getting everyone on the right path. And no matter yours, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, helping you get the career you'll love.
All right, we are back here out in Wild Rose. The final minute, 3 second remaining here in this one. It's basically been all Pacelli pretty much the entire duration of this one. They'll look to try to close things out here. Got Sankey, Pionic, Yenter, Genevieve Hinker, and Lexi Koenig's on the floor for the Cardinals. And that'll be a foul, and that'll Yenter inbounded here for the Cardinals in these winding 35 seconds or so in this one. Havlovitz will get that one here. So Yenter will inbound it here. As we mentioned, we'll have our Nasonville Dairy post-game show shortly after the conclusion of this one. Pacelli in all likelihood will pass and dribble this one out here. And that is a final out here in Wild Rose, 78-33. Pacelli with the very convincing victory tonight. Again, we'll have our Nasonville Dairy postgame show coming up next. It's the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds. Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com. We'll take a brief commercial pause. We'll hopefully get a few words here with Coach Allison Smaglick and a player of the game. Not sure who that will be. There were quite a few of them, to be quite honest. So we will take a brief pause. We'll be back here momentarily on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Welcome back here to Wild Rose High School. Pacelli comes out of here with a very impressive conference victory tonight. They came in here with an overall record of 4-1, 2-0 in conference, the Central Wisconsin Conference that is, and they had a very impressive victory here tonight, 78-33 over here in Wild Rose. I think we'll get Coach Allison Smaglick here. We'll get a few words from Coach here, I think, hopefully, and a player of the game as well. And then once we do that, we'll certainly get our player in the house, and then we'll break things down, go through some final statistics here. But first, we will get a few words here from head coach Allison Smaglick. Coach, very important game tonight. This is a conference game. You guys are 2-0 in conference coming in here, 4-1 on the regular season. Talk about a game tonight.
You know, Wild Rose is one of our rivalries, and it's always really hard to come into their place and play hard. Our girls, you know, some of the games that we've had are slow starts. The girls came out right after it, following the game plan, forcing them to call an early timeout, which is what we want to do. We executed our plan with not allowing Callie to score. You know, she averages about 25. And I think my three girls that I had guarding her only allowed her 14. So they followed the game plan exactly how we wanted it. The counterparts, everyone from 1 to 10 played really well. And they played together, which is awesome to see.
Very well said, Coach. And you guys, I think you have a couple games next week, and then you'll have the infamous Century Classic the week after that. How does a team like this prepare for the coming few weeks here? You've got the holidays certainly coming up. Talk about preparation as you go into these final couple weeks of this year.
Yeah, especially, you know, next week is going to be another big week for us with another really big conference games. And then, you know, the Century Classic is always really fun for the girls. It's different. And then, you know, we have a really big game after the year against Assumption, who's ranked #1 in the state right now. But, you know, the girls this past week, you know, we're really focused in practice, and you know, we hadn't practiced that defense that we did on Callie very much, and they came out and they did what I asked them to do. So we just got to keep rolling off of this energy. You know, we talked about the energy on the bench wasn't where I would like it to be. They really started to pick up the intensity on the bench, which also picks up the intensity on the floor as well.
You absolutely did. I think defensively, like you said earlier, Coach, you were able to hold Callie Havlovitz, to your point, averages 25 points a game, nearly 10 rebounds a game. But you guys defensively, and it wasn't just one or two, it was a multitude of players. Anything else, Coach, before we, I don't know who our player of the game will be. I could probably, we're going to go with...
We're going to have Katie Ilka.
Katie Ilka.
One of the defenders on
Havlovitz.
That's why we were as successful as we were.
Because of Katie.
Those three girls that we rotated in. No, that's okay. Those three girls that we rotated on her, you know, that's a lot of work to just only focus on her, and they're running around and getting tired, so that's why it was kind of like a quick rotation for them. But I do want to give Jaden Zoroika a shout out too. This is her 4th game in a row with a triple-double.
Triple-double, absolutely.
She was, again, I think 3 rebounds away from a quadruple-double. She's always been close to getting that quadruple-double, but she deserves a lot of credit for how she's been playing, and scoring is not her first thing anymore. It's like distributing the ball and getting steals on defense. So she's been playing really, really well for us and making our team better. So just want to give a shout out to
Absolutely. Oh, Coach Smaglick, nice job tonight. That is head coach Allison Smaglick. We're going to get our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player tonight. This is senior number 2, Katie Ilka here. Katie, you are the player of the game tonight. Coach Smaglick talked a little bit about it. You did a lot of good things defensively. You guys came in here. This is you know, Callie Havlovitz. I don't know if you know this or not, but she averages over 25 points a game. A very nifty basketball player. But not only you, but I think Milena Cashin, you really held her in check. Talk a little bit about your role on this team, Katie.
Yeah, our whole goal tonight was just to deny her the ball and not let her kind of take their team and just like go off. So I think we kept her in check, but she's still really good. So she obviously still scored, but I think we did a good job minimizing her points.
You absolutely did, Katie, and I know, as Coach Smaglick said, you were certainly one of the integral forces in that defense. Certainly, Callie will get her points. I think I had her for 16 if my math is correct, but just a really good defensive, good gritty effort by you. That's certainly why you're the Zaleski Sports Highlight House player. Do you know the drill? I'm assuming you probably do. She does. Yeah, she knows the drill. So, Katie, anything more you want to say before we get you in the Zaleski Sports Highlight House?
Nope.
Nothing. Okay, well, I'll count you down. You know the drill. I'll give it over to you. We'll go 3, 2, 1.
I'm Katie Ilka, and I'm in the house.
Katie, nice job. Nice job. That is senior Katie Ilka. She is in the Zaleski Sports Highlight House, the Highlight House player tonight. As Coach Smaglik said, she is one of the seniors, and Melina Cashin too, for that matter. They both really played very well defensively up top as kind of the two guards up top. But you get a lot of balanced play here tonight from this Pacelli Cardinals team. They will be back in action. We'll do a quick run through of scoring here. We'll start with Wild Rose. If my math is correct, Callie Havlovitz, she led them with 16 points. Emeka Marquez had 9. Beg your pardon, had 10. Caitlin Harley-Little had 4. And Allison Henschel had 3 points here. So they score the 33 points here, does Wild Rose. Pacelli, on the other hand, they had a multitude of players that got into the scoring column. They were led tonight by sophomore Maddie Pionic. She led the way with 26 points tonight. Jaden Stroik, who Coach Smaglik talked a little bit about, does so many good things, had her for a triple-double tonight, just a really all-around complete player. The steals, the assists, the rebounding, the scoring. You know, Coach mentioned scoring's maybe not her first thing, but she still had 17 points. You get 14 points out of junior Ella Van Order, 13 points out of senior Kaylin Yenter, and sophomore Haley Siszewski rounds out the scoring here for Pacelli with 8 points. Pacelli with a 78 points tonight. Again, a final out here, 78-33 is our score out in Wild Rose. Pacelli will be in action next Tuesday. They will be hosting Iola Scandinavia. The Thunderbirds come into the Student Activities Center on Tuesday. And then Pacelli will be away at Almond Bancroft next Thursday. And then, of course, the following week, we'll have the Century Classic, as we talked about in our Stevens Point Auto Select pregame show. But again, a very nice conference victory here tonight. Coach Smaglik and the rest of the Pacelli Cardinals. Again, a final out here, 78 Pacelli, 33 for Wild Rose. Listening to and watching high school basketball tonight on Zaleski Sports. Brandon Barancott on the call. Braden Sutter, got to give him a shout out, the production guy tonight. Always trying to keep me in line, I think, but he does a nice job of that. He's giving me the big smile. Probably trying to give me the hook as well. But again, a final out here, 78-33, Pacelli over Wild Rose Wildcats. Bidding you a very good rest of your Friday evening. You've been listening to and watching high school girls basketball on Zaleski Sports. Have a good rest of your night.